Hi everyone, my name is Thomas Calais. I am a student at the University of Toronto's Coding Bootcamp. I'm in the 12-week program. Today we are going to be reviewing the Module 12 assignment, the SQL Employee Tracker. So I'm going to focus mainly on the functionality today. If you guys want to review my code, please feel free to leave comments down below if you have any questions or concerns. Also, please go into the description. Look at the GitHub repo link. You can click the link to look specifically all at my code. You can look for inspiration or how-to problems on how I figure things out. You can kind of reference point that, etc. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the acceptance criteria on my end. I'm going to read out the acceptance criteria, and then I'm going to walk everyone through this and show them how it works. So the acceptance criteria is this. Given a command line application that accepts user input, when I start the application, then I'm presented with the following options. View all departments, view all roles, view all employees, add a department, add a role, add an employee, and update an employee role. So let's get the server going. Here we are. This is done by cfonts, by the way. If you want to know how to figure that out, just pay attention to this in the dependencies link and my README, okay? Now getting back on track, connected to the database 100%. Let me go through the criteria again. So we got view all departments, we got view all roles, we got view all employees, we got add a department, we have add a role, we have add an employee, and we have update an employee role down below. Now, you'll notice that I have add a manager. This manager feature is actually the bonus part of the question, the acceptance criteria, the bonus criteria. We have the add a manager, view all employees by manager, view all employees by department, delete departments, roles, and employees, and we have view the total utilized budget of a department. So those are all the bonuses right there, okay? And I'll walk you through the acceptance now and how to get some functionality into my application. When I choose to view all departments, I am presented with the formatted table showing department names and department IDs. So let me open that up. We're going to go to view all departments. We got a list of IDs and we got the department names. Next, we have when I choose to view all roles, I am presented with a job title, a role ID, the department that role belongs to, and the salary for that role. Choose to view all roles. We have the titles, we have the IDs, we have the department name, and we have the salary for those job titles. Now, when I choose to view all employees, then I am presented with a formatted table showing employee data, including employee IDs, first name, last name, job titles, departments, salaries, and the managers that the employees report to. As you can see, I have an ID, I have the first name, I have the last name, the title, the department name, salary name, and manager name. Now, you'll notice that I did something funny here. I have referenced everyone to be some sort of Thomas, either in real life, that's me by the way, or fictional life, in another real life person or another famous person. So I did that for fun. I've done the titles, the department name, salary, and the manager name. Since these names were employee names and they're all manager roles, I've inputted these names into that manager role section. So not only do you understand that, Thomas Shelby is a senior engineer, if we were to look up Thomas Shelby as a senior engineer, it would tell us that he is within the department, Thomas Shelby within the finance head, because Thomas Shelby was always good with money and Peaky Blinders. That's what I meant. So if you select Thomas Shelby, it will say finance head and then finance department, but it'll also tell you that Thomas Shelby, if you go to view the employees, is his own manager. So we have Thomas Shelby listed there again, just so that when anyone else is adding in another role, it'll be added that they report to Thomas Shelby because he is the manager of that department. If you're selecting for that specific department, that is. Now the next criteria, when I choose to add a department, then I'm prompted to enter in the name of the department, and that department is added to the database. So let's go to add a department. Enter the name of the new department. Let me add in social media. Social media added. Perfect. Now the next acceptance criteria is that when I choose to add a role, then I'm prompted to enter the name, salary, and department for that role. For that role is added to the database. Sorry, I think there's a spelling error in that criteria. But yeah, what they meant was that I'm prompted to enter a name, salary, and department for that role. And then when that is entered, it is added into the database. So we're going to go to add a role. And I'm going to put intern. Enter the salary. We'll put 10,000. And we'll select the department, and we'll go to the new one we just added, social media. Added role intern with a salary of $10,000 as social media department in the database. Beautiful. Now the next main acceptance criteria at the UofT Bootcamp. When I choose to add an employee, they am prompted to enter in the first name, last name, role, and manager, and that employee is added to the database. So let's go to add an employee. First name, Pikachu, and from Pokemon is where Pikachu's from, so I'll put last name Pokemon. And then select the employee's role. There's that intern role we added, so we'll choose that. Select the employee's manager. See, this is exactly why I added the manager names there. Because now we get all the list of managers here. Let's go with none other than, we can also select none. I've added that in. That wasn't mentioned at all in the criteria, but I did that anyway. So just a heads up in case anyone wants to do that, you can select none and then go to add a new manager for that role later on too. But it makes no sense because we're in the current stage right now. So we're going to select Tom Brady. Employee added successfully. Fantastic. Now there's only one other main acceptance criteria, and it's this. When I choose to update an employee role, then I'm prompted to select an employee to update in their new role, and this information is updated to the database. So let's go to update an employee. We'll go down specifically to the Pikachu, just because we added them. Anyone else can test whatever else they want, by the way. Then we can select a new role. Now, we just gave them the role of intern, so there's not much other roles to add here that no one else has, because everyone else technically has a role here. So I'd say I don't really like the way my acceptance criteria was worded, just due to the fact that it just says add a role or, update the role, and, now I'm choosing a new role, but there's no other roles except for the one I added previously. So what I'll do is I'll just give him the role of not intern again, but maintenance manager. And as you can see, Tom Cruise is currently maintenance manager too. So let me just add that. Updated Pikachu's role to maintenance manager in the database. What would you like to do? So we're brought back to the menu again. We can always exit out of it. But I just want to quickly review the acceptance criteria here for the bonus, okay? So the original criteria included that we have view all departments, view all roles, and view all employees. View all departments, view all roles, view all employees. Then it required that we have add a department, and then it required us to have add a role. Then it required us to have add an employee, and then it required us to have and update an employee role, which is right here. So the add an employee and add a manager are a bit of a fusion of the bonus, okay? Oh, sorry, not the add an employee, my apologies. The add a manager is actually the bonus first one criteria, and that's going to be for the section on our outline. I'll try to put the bonus criteria on my README, by the way. I'll update it again so it's there. But the bonus requirements are this. The application allows users to update an employee manager. So to update the employee manager, you would go to add a manager. You can change and update the role, etc. And yeah, I mean, that's the first one. And then the second one, we have application allows users to view employees by manager, which is right here. And then we have the third one, which is application allows users to view employees by department, which we have here too. And then we also have the fourth one, which is application allows users to delete departments, roles, and employees. So we have that right here. And then we have the fifth one, which is application allows users to view the total utilized budget of a department. In other words, the combined salaries of all employees in that department. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through all this bonus section by clicking them and prompting them. I know the video is getting long, but I'll try to make this as fast as possible. So I'm going to go to the view total utilized budget. And I believe since we've added Pikachu to the maintenance manager role with Tom Cruise, if we go to the maintenance, we should have a budget there. And yep, you can see the updated role is there and the same payment. So basically double. So Tom Cruise made 135 and Pikachu made 135. So that's fantastic. And then after we've got that total, it's brought us back to the main menu. So now let me go into this part. We can delete the department role and employee. So we can get rid of Pikachu, his role, and the department that we initially added for him, which is social media. And we can delete that employee entirely, as well as whichever new role we made for him that we transferred him off of. But before we do that, I'm going to click View Employees by Department. You'll notice that we have the department name, the first name, and last name. So in maintenance, we can now see that we have not only Tom Cruise, but we in fact have Pikachu. So it's fantastic, that's working. And what we're going to do is, now that we've gone to view employees by department, we'll go to view employees by manager. And as you can see, under Tom Brady, who is the manager and chief executive officer of himself, obviously, we have Pikachu added to his underseer. So Pikachu reports to him, and he's been added to the list of who he reports to. So you can tell this is how beautiful this is all done. So if I'm adding, a new role, and Tom Ford is the manager of this department, and that's his role, Pikachu would have been added there if I was putting him in the research and development department for any research and development role. Perfect. So now we can do the other one. We go down. We got the view employees by manager. We got view employees by department. Let's see. Yes, that's it. We have to go back and get rid of that Pikachu role. So we're going to go and collect this. And then here's where it gets interesting. Okay. Well, actually, no. There was one other thing I want to show you. I think I can exit out of this. Let me just see. Yep. Go back. No. Shoot. Okay. So here's what I can do. I can click employee. And we'll delete Pikachu. So it says deleted employee with ID 13 from the database, so that's Pikachu. And then what else is it requiring us to do for the bonus? We can delete department roles and employees. So yeah, I just demonstrated that I can delete an employee, which is Pikachu. And now we're back at the top here. So let me go to, we deleted an employee. Now we're going to delete the role. Let's see here. Marketing manager, no. Boom, right there. Intern. So since Pikachu's gone, we transferred him over to maintenance manager, but his time expired there. He fired him as an employee. We still have a remainder intern position from way long ago. And you'll notice that this says 13. And this only says 13 because I've done this demonstration before in another video. And every time you'll delete it, it'll add in a new line. So delete intern. Deleted row with ID 13 from database, intern, fantastic. Now let me go over here. And we're going to go to delete another. So we've done employee, we got rid of Pikachu, we got rid of his role, now we're going to get rid of his department that we made for him. So we're going to be deleting the social media department. And just like that, deleted. Now we can go back and we can click view all employees. And again, it's updated just like that. Oof. I'll say this assignment was a doozy. It is a bit of a labor. It does take a lot of time, but it is really rewarding, and I am really happy it did pay out. So I just want to say thank you everyone for watching. It's been a tough few weeks, and I really do appreciate it. If there's any questions you have regarding my code, please just leave comments down below. I will reach out to you. I use YouTube all the time. And if you're looking to see what my code looks like, just to reference point anything, if you're stuck on, honestly, just take a look at my code. It's on GitHub at Thomas Calais. The link is going to be in the description box, so it will really help you out. My README will be there too, outlining all the additional details. And I think you guys will be good, and I think I'll be good. So anyways, just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. As you can see in the video, I met all the acceptance criteria for the main part, and I've met all the bonus criteria. So that's always really fulfilling. The bonus kind of makes you feel like you're getting a little hung up on it just because it is a lot, but it's no more difficult than doing all the other inquiry prompts. So once you get the hang of it and in the flow, and you've sat down and you have your nice favorite beverage beside you, and you got the music kind of playing in the background, trust me, you'll get this done in no time, okay? Anyways, guys, my name is Thomas Calais. Thank you for watching, and have a great evening. See ya.